welcome to my channel. I'm here at the Showmen's Museum in Riverview. Just this past weekend I went to the Cottazon and Ringling Brothers Museum, so it's kind of like a little circus weekend for me. But unfortunately, when I was at the Cottazon, my battery died. So we got to tour the Cottazon, but we did not get to see all the fun circus stuff. But it's okay. We're gonna go inside here in just a minute and check out the Showmen's Museum. I don't know if a lot of you know, but Gibsonton is known for its carnival background, and a lot of carnival workers have come and gone through here and made Gibsonton as their like winter home. We still have some that are still living here. I think like the tallest man, there's a couple of them. I know we'll see them in the museum, but a lot of cool stuff coming your way. And anyway, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Snacks and Road Maps. I'm so happy you're here, and I really hope you enjoy it. I thought it would be fun to get into the mood and put on my new perfume. It's called Waffle Cone. Smells so good. I've never been a vanilla person. I hate vanilla perfume. I bought this pack of perfumes. It's called Imaginary Authors. Oh my God, if you love like vintage looking old books, and I don't know, it's hard to explain. Google it, Imaginary Authors. They have the coolest little perfumes. I got a sample pack and they put the waffle cone in there, and I thought, ugh, I'm not gonna like this. It's vanilla. It smells so good. It smells like a carnival food. But they have like the Cobra and the Canary. They get St. Julep, the Memoirs of a Trespasser. These cool looking names, cool packaging. It's really nice. All right, so we're in. And one of the first things that I'm seeing, it's a really cool place. I was just speaking to the lady up at the front. She's very nice, very helpful. And first thing I see that I think my dad and my husband and a lot of people would probably like is a little motorcycle wall of death. It says this Harley-Davidson 250 sprint motorcycle was used on Motodrome by stuntliners until 1994. Very cool. The Metrodome was the wall of death, one of the most popular Midway shows on the Midway, and every carnival of any size carried one. It featured daredevil motorcycle riders and specially built midget hot rod cars scaling the circular straight up and down boardwalls of the siloed drones. Here's a fun mirror. Ah, that's cool. Let's see what else we got. Ah, look at this. Old popcorn stand. Very neat. Actually looks like it's an old it's an old Ferris Wheel seat. Very cool. It's from a Sky Wheel or double Ferris Wheel, and it's carried over 1 million delightful riders, is what it said. Over here, this is the Cumberland Valley Calliope Soundtruck. Let's see. I wonder what this did. Very neat. The Soundtruck gained popularity in the 30s, 40s, and 50s and came in all shapes and sizes, usually loaded with an amplifier and microphone, played horns through its microphone, and drove slowly through the streets of a town, playing stirring tunes while someone on the microphone blared out continuous spiel, extolling the many wonders to be found on shows midway. Let's check this out. That is really neat. Look at that. Midway Entertainment. Outstanding tradition. Let's see, do you think I'm tall enough? Over 56 inches tall. I'm actually pretty short, but I think I'm tall enough. Let's check it out. And you know what's funny? Is I barely just make it because I'm so short. I'm 4'11", guys, if you don't know that. But looks like my head is maybe a few inches above his. Ooh, the fun house. And here's a 1920s kitty fire truck. Wonder what they use this for. I think one of my favorite things about carnivals and circuses, and oh, just before I forget, the lady at the front told me this is actually a carnival museum, not circus, and there's a difference. But they did eventually, the two did eventually interlap. But I didn't know that, so that's good to know. But what I've always liked about carnivals and circuses is just the artwork. Oh my gosh. You know, when you see especially this old vintage artwork like this one, it's very cool. I'm not sure what these tombstones are for. It says on this one here, says Angeli Preston, August 5th, 1773 to February 6th, 1900. This one over here says Bill Dash, 1492 to 1635. It might just be for fun, but that artwork is amazing. Let me get a little close up for you. Because it's just like so over the top, and that's what I love about it. So over the top. Let's see. Florida Monster. Here's another good piece of cool artwork. But let's go around here and see if we can find out what this piece is here. Let's go in the front. Ah, here we go. 1958. Tugboat Ride. Whew, that's so cute. It looks like something I would have gone on at Lowry Park Zoo. Very cute. Imagine all the cute little kitties riding this. Wow, let's see if we can get another picture of that artwork. It actually says on the other side, and let me zoom in a little bit so I can get some, you can see the detail here. But it says, as seen on TV's 9/11, my python captured under a Florida home. Huh. Back up so you can get some good detail on that. Very neat. There we go. Looks like a bathtub. Not exactly sure what kind of ride this was, but it looks like you would be able to probably move it with this little contraption here. Here's a picture of it. It's kind of hard to see in the camera. Over here we have the whip. I'm sure the name says it all. Get an idea of what it looks like. The whip was the first production ride designed for Carnival Midways. Okay. First built in 1914. Ah, good old popcorn. Look at that, how vintage it is. Oh, very cool. Just imagine all the people from the turn of the century getting their popcorn from this old vendor. And then we got the Dodgem scooter car ride. It's actually two of them. Artwork. Did you actually know that the first earliest carnival rides were actually powered by mules or horses, and then later on, as technology advanced, we got steam engines? But I never knew that until I came here and found out about that. But which makes sense. Huh. Very cool. So in here we have a little a case, and inside of the case is cool Western cowboy gear. Movie star, his name is LaRue St. John. We've got his outfit, we got some hats, his chats, all kinds of cool pictures. But here's a fun tidbit for you. Did you know that it was cowboy star Lash LaRue who taught Hollywood movie legend Harrison Ford all his skills, all his to the bullwhipping for all of his Indiana Jones movies? Yes, you heard that right. LaRue taught Harrison Ford his skills for the bullwhip. and then the Indiana Jones movies. I had no idea. Now I do. Let's see if we can get a closer look. It might be getting hard to see because of the, here's actually a picture of them. Yeah, it's a little hard to see, but kind of see the stuff that's inside here. Some artwork. This one actually has Buffalo Bill Cody's outfits. That's really cool. I know I've heard of him. I'm sure you have too. That is really neat. And we've even got down here Annie Oakley. Shirt worn by Annie Oakley. Wow. That is very neat. And then over here you've got Buffalo Bill's gloves and his boots. They look so well preserved too. Wow. So he had a Wild Wild West show in the late 1800s. I wonder who donated these. Very cool. Something that most people don't think about, and I didn't either until I saw the display, but power. I mean, if you really think about it, all those lights and, you know, when you have the big top and you have all these rides, how are you going to power it? Oops. That's weird that the lights went out too when I said that. Well, anyway, that was really freaky. This is from the earliest days, there we go, of the traveling carnivals and circuses. They actually supplied their own electrical supplies. So let's take a look here. The yellow one is one that was actually used in a midway from the 20s until the 60s. So this one over here. This is what they used to power all the rides and the lights that you see in the big top. Huh. I would have never thought that. So it looks like it's powered by this red box over here. The red one is a metal and more dangerous to work in. It was retired from the carnival. So there you go, folks. That's how they powered their own stuff. It's like a little traveling train. I saw one of these over at the Ringling Brothers, and unfortunately my camera died, so I wasn't able to get it on camera. And that one was really nice because it was by Ringling, and you should have seen the inside, just how nice it was. I think it was probably a traveling car for staff or maybe even his family. But this one, it's pretty bare bones. Got a lot of pictures on the wall. It looks like it could have been, actually, this looks like it could have been an office at one point, just because I'm seeing a filing cabinet here. I don't see a sign of what this was about, what this car was used for. And then in here, again, it just has that look. There's a little desk over here. Another little desk over here. So maybe this is where they did their business. Maybe they did their accounting and their books. I'm really not sure. Sign, except this time you actually get to be under 42 inches. Well, the first one you had to be over. This one's now under. You think I'll make it? Considering how short I am, let's take a look. Let's see. Nope, looks like I'm too tall for this one, guys. Right, we've got, actually, believe it or not, there is a Ferris wheel inside this building. Look at that. Look how amazing that is. Wow. It's actually called a Conjoined Ferris Wheel, and it was built in 1903. It was donated by the Wheelock family in 1988. So it has over 100-year family history. That's really neat. Very cool. Oh, there's actually a little family on it right now. Well, of course, fake family, but zoom in. That could have been my family. It's kind of funny. Wow. Then on my left, we got a little carousel. My daughter loves these things. Moms, dads, I'm sure you can agree that your kids probably love going on these things too. Every time we go to downtown Disney or we go to Laurie Park, my daughter always wants to hop on the Ferris wheel. And of course, she's always got to find whatever's pink. It's her favorite thing to do. So this is very neat. Yep, I see the little kids over there right now and they're looking at it. Very neat. Check out the top of it too. Got a couple little designs and little heads on the top. It's actually, again, I'm like obsessed with this circus art, like carnival artwork. That one's the giant, and then we got the giant stable horse, or stallion horse, excuse me. And then over here, we've got the Viking giant of Iceland. This place is just so cool. You guys have to come here. I mean, there's just so much to see. I'm gonna have to come back here just another day just so I can take it all in when I'm not vlogging. Lots to see. Here we got, looks like another stunt double. This one says Joy Chitwood's auto thrill show is what it looks like. So it looks like we got a couple of photos over here. Legends like Lucky Teeter, Jimmy Lynch, Ward Bean, Ken Butler, and Joy Chitwood have been performing for crowds since the 1930s. They are always aware that death is always a silent passenger that rides beside them. Today, modern hell drivers like the famous Black Cat still thrill ride crowds all over the county with their amazing driving skills. I wonder what kind of stunts they did. So here we got, looks like just a couple of vehicles that were used in the carnival rides. I just showed you a truck. Here's a car. And then we got an old Ford over here. Horseless carriage is what the license plate says. I didn't notice it on the other side, but it looks like there's a little miniature clown plane. Favorite thing about the carnival and the circus, but I always loved the sideshow stuff. It was always so cool. We've got a two-headed princess, looks like a mummy. Princess Luxuria. Actually, a two-headed woman of the Nile. I read somewhere, because I was doing some research on how they made it to look real. Obviously it's not, but they just the types of materials, and they made it to look like real skin. There's going to be a movie coming out soon about with Tampa and the werewolf, and actually they got their idea of the movie from this museum, believe it or not. And when I was doing research about it, that's how I found out about how real they really would make the sideshows look, especially the animals and humans. I think they would use animal skin, if I'm not mistaken, to make it look real. This one, of course, is the two-nosed cow. You can see that. It says Daisy May, a two-nosed cow, star attraction for 17 years. She died of old age. This one is the Conjoined Twins. And over here we've got actually all kinds of stuff. So let's see, what do we got? Oh, looks like a two-headed mummy of his little baby. It's kind of hard to see. We got the four-legged woman. Here is actually, looks like this was actually a real person. Fat Man Jim, that's what his name was. And the king of the sideshow, I guess maybe he did all the, he must have been the host. Ward Hall. Here's a mannequin look-alike of him. And of course, you know, the bearded lady, Can't ever have a sideshow without the bearded lady. Here's some photos. Oh, you're fine, you can go in. Oh, no problem. So where some of the Las Vegas shows actually originated, where it actually came from the Midway girls, believe it or not. So long before Las Vegas, Havana, we had traveling carnivals and circus, and they had the posing shows. Featured beautiful ladies posing against beautiful scenery. I never knew that. So it looks like that's where it originated from. Almost every traveling carnival between the 20th century and the early 1960s carried some kind of girl show on its midway. Looks like there was a famous one named Gypsy Rose. And another one named Sally Ron. Actually, I guess there was inside tent shows like Americans in Moulin Rouge and Club Lido. Patron might expect to see the famous starlets such as Sally Ron, well-known fan dancer, and the Broadway sensation Gypsy Lee Rose. Okay, so that's where they came from. Very neat. Here are actually some of the old machinery used for carnival food. We've got cotton candy machine, we got, let's see, hot dog steamer, and a little hot dog box. These are all like old cotton candy machines down here. That one's from the 40s, right here in front of me. That one right there. And then this hot dog steamer was from the 30s. And then the hot dog box over here was from 1923. So this one right here. Over here we got some candy makers. I guess it looks like lemonade. This one's actually popcorn. Ooh, candy apples. Sugar waffles. Hey, like my perfume, guys. And then, of course, the infamous corn dog. Oh, sugar waffles. Now I'm getting hungry. It says sugar waffles are thin, cookie-like deep-fried pastry. Let me take a whiff of my perfume. Do I smell like a deep-fried pastry? A little bit. Still smells good. Well, bird's eye view from the top. Everything that I just went to. And there's the, again, the Ferris Wheel. So we're getting ready to go up to the second story and check it out. Let's see what we got. I was at Ringling the other day. They had a little miniature circus carnival set up. This one's pretty cool too. And then it goes all the way down the very end. I know the one at Ringling was very, very cool. I actually bought a book from the gift shop to learn more about it. It's just, I really wish the camera could pick up some of this stuff. But you can see like the little midway, the rides. I don't know about you guys, but now I want to go to a fair. This is making me want to go and get some funnel cake and popcorn and go on rides and just be a kid again. Besides the model carnival, we got the t-shirt booth. Brings me back to the 80s and the 90s. Airbrush, or like an old beach shop, t-shirt beach shop. That's what it reminds me of. But it definitely brings me back.
Oh my goodness.
And we've got another little model set too. Very neat. This one's not as big. Still nice though. See if I can put my camera down there. You can kind of see. Get a little aerial view.
here, it would be believed.
Sorry, we got some games. We got the Roman Target. So lots of fun carnival games. Oh, and here's all the prizes. All the prizes. Got the infamous teddy bears, got the little trinkets. That was always the best thing about carnival games, of course, was the prize, the big teddy bear. That's what everyone wanted to win. Reminds me of that movie, Games, Ride, Rides. Now my mind is blanking, even though it's my favorite movie in the whole wide world, Kristen Stewart. I know I'm going to forget it I'll remember it as soon as I turn the camera off. But I love that movie. And for those of you that know, you know, games, rides. We got some more over here. We got spilled milk. Knock the milk piles off. And then we've also got milk can. One ball in the can wins. And then lastly over here, the Tiv game. So this was a marbles game cascading through a maze of pins to fall into the numbered areas. Oh, I think this one speaks for itself. The little target. Whoever gets to the green thing at the top wins first, right? The ring around the bottle. Oh, that's a definitely. I mean, even in the 80s and 90s, I remember playing that game at carnivals. And of course, these haven't really changed much. Pick a prize, right? Of course, this is an old one, but you know, we've got modernized versions now that are filled to the top with. Even my daughter likes to play it when we go to this pizza place. They have it. Of course, it's rigged so that everyone wins, and she always wins a little rubber ducky. Hey guys, well, I hope you liked my tour of the Showmen's Museum. I really suggest that you guys come here and visit. There's a lot to see. Honestly, I think I'm going to be coming back just because I took a lot for the vlog today, but I just really felt like I wasn't able to kind of look at everything that I wanted. And I think Joe would probably, my husband would enjoy this museum too, so I highly recommend it. There's so much to see. Really cool place. If you can help me out, I would love it if you could subscribe below, like, comment. You know, I'm so glad you guys could join me today on this tour. I'm really glad to have you, and I hope that you'll join me on my next adventure, and I'll see you there. Thanks again for visiting Snacks and Road Maps trip to the Showman's Museum. Have a great day.